Time is 8:24. Laughter returning to Muskegon this weekend as Laughter on the Lakeshore Comedy Festival is back with another big weekend this August with shows across some of the city's most popular venues.
Well, joining us this morning is Ricardo Winston, one of the organizers of the festival. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
We're doing great. Hey,
Yeah.
let's talk about Laughter on the Lakeshore.
Yes.
If anyone's unfamiliar, because this is your second year doing
Yes.
it, if anyone's unfamiliar with it, what is it? What is it? And
Yeah.
what are some of the exciting things you guys have going on?
So, Laughter on the Lakeshore is Muskegon's only comedy festival. This is our second year. Last year, I usually do this comedy festival in Traverse City, so that's where I got the idea from. I was like, yeah, it'd be cool to have a party, for all my comedy friends and just to showcase the Lakeshore.
Absolutely.
So that's how it kind of came together, and we're expanded this year. We have 25 comedians coming down,
Wow.
5 different venues, and 9 shows over 2 days.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, so you guys are all across the city too
Yes,
this
yes.
weekend as well.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about how last year's success has really propelled you guys into this year?
Oh, most definitely. So last year, I actually had a much better response than I expected. Because it was just a small, independent grassroots festival I was putting together, and people came out and they were super excited for it. So I was like, okay, I might have something here. So this year, we actually tried to get sponsors and things like that, try to expand the festival. So we partnered with Van Dyke Mortgage, Mario Flores, the 131 team over in Muskegon. So that helped us a lot expand the festival and just bring more amenities for the comedians. So the big thing that I'm excited for is the comedy brunch.
Okay.
That's going to be at the Early Owl on the 30th at 11 o'clock. So it's for the comedians and the community come to get together, break bread, have brunch together, and there's going to be an open mic going on at the same time. So you can hear some of the comedians working through some new bits, because open mics versus a structured show is completely different.
Yeah.
An open mic is wild. So I'm really excited for that energy to come to downtown Muskegon.
Wait, that's actually really interesting. So basically what you're saying is the comedians and just people in the community just hanging out, having some brunch?
Yeah, having brunch together. Really, the main goal for the festival is I want all the performers to come away with at least 5 new fans.
Okay.
It's especially important for comedians at the regional level.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my boy Dick Dickerson. So it's really important for comedians at the regional level to get that exposure, you know, because it's all about clicks and views, and that's how you get to bigger clubs and things like that. So if people can connect with the comedians and hopefully come away with their new favorite comic for the weekend.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of some of the comedians.
James River.
Yeah, I was going to say, you pointed out some of your friends
Yeah,
there.
yep, he's from Grand Rapids. So.
Oh, really? Okay, so tell us about the people that we're going to be able to see at the comedy festival. We've got a lot of really great local talent.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That's one thing I don't think people realize is how strong the talent we have here in the West Michigan area is. So a lot of our comedians are coming from the Grand Rapids area.
Okay.
But this year we did expand. So we have comedians coming from Chicago. That was the last comedian, J.C. Ramos, is from Chicago.
Okay.
And we have comedians coming from Indiana this year, Ohio. So the whole region's being represented. So I'm just super excited because people only think about the big names, right? When it comes to comedy. But you can get a quality show and laugh just as hard, if not harder, at one of these local, more regional shows.
Yeah, you mentioned too that this has already been a festival that's existed in Traverse City, but bringing it to Muskegon, how last year was such a success in itself. Why do you think comedy really resonates with the Muskegon community so well?
That's a good question. So Muskegon, we're very much kind of a tight-knit community, very family-oriented, and comedy is one of the things that brings people together, that brings family together, that brings community together. Because especially these days, I believe laughter is so important, you know. Just for that 90 minutes during the show, those walls that separate us kind of dissolve. And we're like, oh man, this person's laughing at the same thing I'm laughing at, or I might have had a similar experience to them. So it just shows people that there's more similarities, I believe, than there are differences. And Muskegon is just a great melting pot of all kinds of different people. So I'm just glad to bring everybody together and have a good time.
Yeah.
Big comedy party.
Absolutely. I think one of the cool things is we have a lot of local talent here. We might even be going to a show where one of these comedians could blow up down the line. And I mean, it's really important to get in on the ground level where you can say in 10 years, I went and saw that guy in Muskegon, 10 years ago. Can you talk about just this could be sort of a launching point for many careers too?
Yeah. I was actually thinking about that this morning, because that's one of the cool things that people can say. You have that kind of that artsy feeling when you discover a band before they go mainstream.
Yeah.
I knew them back when, and
Yeah.
I know all of their songs, right?
Yeah, I know. Oh, I remember before they sold out, and these were just, they were struggling in the hits and all that. So that's why it's important to discover that untapped talent, because you never know. Somebody could be the next one to blow up on Netflix
Right.
or something. You're like, wait, I saw them at this awesome bar in Muskegon a few years ago, and now look at what they're doing. Or maybe I'll blow up. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I love hearing too that maybe comedians are going to be able to work through their bits during this
Yes.
Saturday brunch as well. Is that something that's new to the festival this year?
Yes, yep, that's something that we added to the festival this year, just because I had a little bit more funding. So I was like,
Sure.
it'd be nice
Yeah.
to put something on for the comedians, take care of their food for them and stuff like that, and also have that open mic feel, because open mics are more laid back than like your typical show. So I really wanted to incorporate that, just to give the festival more like that party feel, that laid back, like we're just having a good time. Maybe there'll be audience member that's really daring. They're like, you know what? Let me get that mic for a second.
Yes.
I got a quick story I want to tell, and then
Yeah.
that could be the next big person. We never know. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the comedy brunch, just because it has that laid back vibe to it. The DJ is going to be going. So
Oh,
it's going to
awesome.
be a good time.
That's so cool. Okay, let's talk about logistics here. Obviously, are these shows free, or is there a payment? Do we have to pay? How do we get tickets? All of that stuff.
Yeah. So there are 7 non-headliner shows.
Okay.
And all the non-headliner shows are free to the community.
Okay.
There's a suggested $5 donation that goes to the comedians, because they're donating their time for this. But the headliner shows, which are going to be Friday at 8 o'clock, that is Guffaws with the Gals, produced by Lucky Lee. I did bring on another producer this year. Last year I put all the shows together myself, and I was like, help is a good thing.
Yeah.
So I brought her on, and she produced that show, which is going to be at Earthwise. That is $20. And then this Saturday, we have the main event, the heavyweights is what I call it.
Okay.
We have 4 headliners coming in from all over Michigan, and that is $20 also. So the headliner shows are $20 a piece. All the non-headliner shows are free to the community, but with a $5 suggested donation.
Yeah, we have on the screen many locations. It's not just
Yeah.
in one place,
No.
right? Talk about that. I mean, you guys have chosen to kind of expand this all across the city using multiple different venues.
Yes.
Talk about some of the different venues you guys are going to be at.
Most definitely. So the venues we're going to be at this year, we partner with Earthwise, which is a cool creative space that we have in Muskegon. So we partner with them this year. Rake Beer Project, one of our amazing breweries downtown Muskegon. We partnered with them. We're working with The Stage at the Corner, which is a newer venue, entertainment venue in Muskegon. It's a converted church, and they converted it into an entertainment venue. It's beautiful in there. Then we have Unruly. We partnered with them. That is one of our main locations for the headliner shows. And then we partnered with Indigro, one of our local dispensaries down in Muskegon for our show. So everything's within walking distance. As the weekend and night goes on, it may become stumbling distance, but but you won't need to Uber. Save your Uber dollars, get your steps in.
There you go.
Everything is located right downtown Muskegon, where all the energy is.
You know what? We love to see it. Okay, and where can people find more information? Is there a website we can go on to?
They can go to our Facebook page, Laughter on the Lakeshore.
Okay.
Just look us up on Facebook, and it has all the information there, a full layout. Yep, it's right there. I put that together myself with my Legos at home now.
Yep, there you go.
It has all the information for the festival. You can get all the comedians that are going to be there, learn about them beforehand, and maybe you read a bio. You're like, okay, that person sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'm going to catch them at Earthwise, for one of the showcase shows. So just go right to Facebook, and all the information is there. I think I put too much information.
Well, sometimes too much information is always a good thing.
It is a good thing,
Yeah.
because I have ADHD and I forget things
Yeah,
sometimes.
right there with you, brother. All right, we appreciate your time in studio
Thank
this
you.
morning.
Thank
Again,
you.
that's happening this weekend, August 29th and 30th. We'll be back after a quick break.